You spoke about the small minority of people who aren't following the rules. Even today, we're hearing from Vancouver Police Department about an officer who had a leg broken during an arrest of someone who refused to wear a mask. Just wondering what your reaction is to that, and also, do you think we need to do more on the enforcement side? I know we've got the $2,300 tickets, but is that enough of a deterrent for people?
Minister Farnworth, in his report to Cabinet today, talked about the challenges law enforcement are facing with those who just are disregarding the orders that are in place, disregarding the health and wellness of other British Columbians. This is disconcerting, and we're taking steps to ensure that the full force of the law comes down on those, particularly those that are violent, but particularly those that are also trying to find ways to circumvent the rules, to find loopholes. The notion of someone with a penthouse condominium in Vancouver declaring it a nightclub and not allowing law enforcement to ensure that they're living up to public health regulations. That's the type of behavior that Dr. Henry was talking about on Monday. We need people who are not paying attention to give themselves a bit of a shake and get with the rest of us, the vast majority of British Columbians, who are making extraordinary sacrifices every single day. We talk about COVID fatigue. It's COVID exhaustion. Let's be honest about this. People are frustrated, they're angry, and when they see other people disregarding the very rules that they're trying to abide by, it's offensive to them, it's offensive to me.
Our next question is from Richard Zisman, Global.
To pick up on what you just said there, we have a reporter in Whistler right now and has ran into a number of people from out of province who are looking for a party, as they describe it. So when you say you will come down like a ton of bricks, what is a ton of bricks?
Well, we're looking at, for example, ski hills. This is an area where the activity is not the problem. If you're on the Black Diamond Run at Whistler or Big White and you've got your mask on, you've got a helmet on, you're fully rugged up for the cold weather, you're not a prospect for transmission of COVID-19. So that the resort operators, the hill operators, are doing what they can to make sure that public health orders are being accounted for in the activity. It's when people leave the hill and look for the party that we're seeing transmission. And that's where we're very concerned. And that's where Dr. Henry and Minister Dix are looking at what the consequences are of those that are coming from away, as well as those, quite frankly, who are coming from downtown Vancouver or the island or any other part of British Columbia looking for a party. This is not the time to do that, and we have appropriate mechanisms in place to enforce those bylaws and those health orders, and Minister Farnworth's been doing just that.
I do. You talked about the PHO talking to those who aren't listening when they're asking for people to do more, but they're not listening. They haven't listened all the way along. And I think you talked about the couple going to the Yukon. It's shown an appetite for people wanting bigger teeth, that these $2,300 and $230 fines seem to be less than a slap on the wrist. Well, you're saying you're disappointed, but you have power to do more. Why are you not doing more to come down on these people, as you said, like a ton of bricks?
Well, as I said, we had our cabinet meeting today. Minister Farnworth, in his regular public safety update, talked about a number of issues that are a number of opportunities that are available to us to protect law enforcement, first and foremost, from belligerent British Columbians who are just disregarding their role in a civil society. And there are also those that are well off and believe that the fines, although substantial for regular people, are just not even a rounding error for millionaires who can charter jets to bump Indigenous elders off the list. I just don't know how we can compare people that would think that's okay with regular people, because that's just not how most of us roll. For those who disregard the rules, we're going to be taking steps to do what we can to make sure that they feel the pain of trying to get outside the box that all of us have been in, not happily, but all of us have been in with the focus on making sure that those we care about are safe.